So you get through that freshman year, they win the national championship, and now it's your time.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's your time. Now you get to the winter workouts,
Yep.
and you get to the spring ball.
Yep.
And, like, when did you know? Like, when did you kind of have that feeling like, you know what? I do belong here. Like, this ain't too big for me anymore. I'm not only am I one of the guys, but I'm a guy. Like, I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is now it's time to go.
Yeah. That actually didn't really click till like my junior summer, the summer going into my junior year.
Okay.
Like before that, redshirt freshman and sophomore, I got hurt my sophomore year, so I didn't play too much. But all that phase was just like, man, I know I can play, and I'm just playing. It just is what it is, and I'm here, and this is great. Going into my junior year, I got challenged by Will Peoples. Like, man, bro, you got all these flat, like you could do all this shit. Like, bro, take it serious. And for whatever reason, him saying that, I heard it, and it just clicked. And that summer, me and Jay White put so much work in. Like, I would always be like, bro, hey, let's go to some extra, like whatever. And going into training camp, it was just like one-on-ones was easy. Team easy. Third, we got to convert, throw it to me.
Right.
Like, it was just, I knew like I had it, and they knew I had it, and they were feeding me like that, and that just changed. Like the game was just totally different.
And
totally
so
different.
That's a great place to be. Like when it clicks.
Oh man.
And you know it. Like that's a level of confidence where when you break the huddle, it's like,
man,
oh, we good. Let's go.
Oh, we good. 2 say. Oh God.
Yeah. Well,
10. Oh Lord. Like,
and that's something that I think young athletes don't. You know, when you talk about knowing the game and studying the game and being part of the game, it's one thing to have a skill set. It's one thing to have the information and know what the hell you're supposed to be doing with the skill set.
That's right.
Right now, when that starts coming together,
it's deadly.
It's a deadly situation.
It is, man.
Because again, if you're at Oklahoma, you can play ball, right? Like if you're if you're at Texas, you can play ball.
Absolutely.
Like it's not like you're not at Southern Alabama where it's like.
Yeah, maybe.
Who
knows? No.
Maybe no.
Everybody.
If you're at one of these programs, it's a room full of dudes who can play ball.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
physically, you got it.
And that's the part that separates.
Yep.
It separates is the guys who, he can run, he can jump, he can catch, but those that don't know how to line up at, those who can't read coverages,
that's right.
Those don't know when to settle in the hole,
have a great feel,
don't have a great feel, right? All those things,
patience, like yes, bro.
Route tempo, like all of that stuff. People, they don't understand. Like that's so much a part of the game than just he runs a 4-3.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so like, just know that that's the part of the good ones, the ones who really stay long and and have a really good feel of that is. Because we've both been a part of programs, we've both been a part of teams where you've seen some guys who's like, if he just studied, if he took a little bit of time to understand what he was doing.
Yeah. There's a number of them. And any of the major programs, they have them. To this day, they have them. They're there to this day, right now.
There's still some right now at programs you're like,
that's right.
If he just understood. Because now all he thinks is, I'll just go play ball.
Right.
And it's like, but you're missing out on so much more.
True.
Because you just you won't put the time in to actually look at a defense and know.
And I think coaching is big. I don't think a lot of coaches are really good at developing talent either. I think that's a very rare kind of skill. Well, there's only a handful of coaches at each position, at each level that are good at developing talent.
Right.
Period. And so, for some guys, it's like, man, it's just, if he was with such and such. And I was fortunate to have, Coach Wyatt. He had Rashawn Woods before he came up down to Norman. And, bro, he was like he was militant about precision. And for whatever reason, his coaching style and how he was, it clicked with me. And, I'm happy for guys who end up in landing positions where, you can see it has clicked for young men, and especially when it clicks early. That is really cool. But, developing talent, our staff was phenomenal. Coach did a great job of putting that staff together. That really took us, beyond where we were at.
And then you have the year, right? You have the year. The number, let me read them. And this is funny because I always say this about athletes. Athletes know their stats. Athletes know their stats. They know the games. They know the numbers.
Yeah.
But I got to read them.
Yeah,
I got to read them because, like, we're talking 20 years ago.
Right.
Right? I know. I'm sorry to age you.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry to
no,
age
you
you.
good.
Me too.
I enjoy it. Like, I love being 42.
When you hear the numbers and you equate it to today, because even though they were passing the football,
we wasn't really.
You wasn't passing the football.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like
that's
it was still fullback, 2 tight ends.
Yep.
There's a lot of 12 personnel here. There's a lot of 12 personnel here, guys. Like we're going 12. All this 4 wide receivers, spread them out, shotgun. No, we're under center with 12 personnel. Yeah.
All that, not
right. So you have the year.
Yep.
83 catches, 1,425 yards, 15 of them things.
That was crazy.
15 of them things.
That was.
You smashed all the Oklahoma records. Now, not only are you the big man on campus, you're big man in the country, right? Like when you think, when I hear 1,400 yards in 2003, I'm like 1,400 yards is a great season today. In a pass happy period. Period.
Yeah.
But in a pass happy shotgun, Joker's just throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game in college football now.
Yeah.
You walk out of there with 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns.
Man.
You are the Biletnikoff winner. You know what I'm saying? You are.
Man.
You are the talk of the town. You are in the conversation of being the best wide receiver in the country.
Right.
And to think about that in 2003 is like
crazy.
Insane.
It's crazy. Like
insane.
And that, and so the whole kind of marketing deal around all of that was about yards after catch, Mr. Yak. Like, get the ball, let him go. And that was.
Imagine your NIL deals then. Imagine the NIL money you would have had behind that campaign.
Money you would have. I mean, come on. It would have been crazy, obviously.
Oh, I would have. I'm a two-sport athlete. I would have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved it. I would have. What?
Yeah.
I would have been.
Instant. Yeah.
Man. Oh, listen. It would have been. Honestly, for me, in my immaturity, I'm thankful it didn't happen because I would have been gone.
Right.
Like I would have been out of control.
Me too.
I would have been out of control.
Not for me or you.
Yeah.
You
No.
Yeah. God knew. I was just gonna
say. My grandmother passed when I was in college, and she left me a couple dollars. Me and my brothers a couple dollars. So I had a little bit of
taste.
You know what I'm saying? A little taste
at that age.
And then I had the handshakes. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
You
had a handshake too.
You had the handshake.
Definitely had a handshake too.
Like, hey, come down here and wash a car, and you wash a window.
We're like, wow.
We won't get into that. We won't. Yeah, but
I should do this more often.
Yeah. Hey, he's washing cars down here at this BMW dealership.
Like, wow.
I squeeze you the window. I squeeze you one window. I squeeze you one window, and I made my. I got a glass of water, and I made myself comfortable for the rest of the day.
Yes, indeed.